most of us probably do not have the opportunity to design a high-speed train unless you are into that specific area. But you might have the opportunity to select what kind of the train you want. So in order to select the train you want, first you have to see what are your requirements. What are the requirements to select a high-speed train? Basically, there are 4 types of requirements you can put on the train you like to select. First of all is the commercial requirement. Secondly is the technical and security requirement. Third is how you want to operate and maintenance it. And fourth is what is your infrastructure. How was your infrastructure built? And so you have to select or design your train in accordance. So if that's the requirement, then let's look at some example of this requirement. For instance, you might require, okay, in order to run at high speed with so many number of the stop, the train should be able to run from around 630 kilometers within 2 hours, 30 minutes. So that would be some kind of the commercial requirement you want. Okay, and how many stops you want. You also will be consider how many class you want to have on the train. Maybe 2 class or 3 class, first, business, and standard. Okay, so depending on how you want. Do you want your seat to be reclinable or rotating? Can be rotated. Also, all this can be your design. Or how many percent of the train seat you would like to be the first class, how many of them you would like to be a business class, how many of them you would like to be a standard class. So these are the type of the commercial service you want on your train. You also can consider the level of service. For instance, how would you serve the food or the drink on the train? And that is some kind of consideration you can put in this time. Okay. So that is some commercial consideration. You also have to have some technical requirement you want to put on the train. Basically, there are some technical standard or technical specification already available. If you want to build an international train, a train which suit for international market, then you have to comply with the international standard. And now in Europe, there is a standard called technical specification for interoperability. And this is now being completed. And there's the effort is led by the International Union of the Railroad, the UIC. They have set up some standards or specifications for interoperability for a high-speed train, so that it will becoming fit for international market. And for the company which is producing high-speed train, they want to go to the international market, and this type of the interoperability is a requirement. Okay. Then the train may want to comply to the other national standard or European standard. So there are this type of the standard which sort of spec the high-speed rail technical design. Okay, then you want to look at how you want to operate your train, how you want to maintain your train, and so you come out with this so-called RAMES requirement, which is the reliability, availability, maintainability, and the safety requirement. So you have all these RAMES requirement. Okay. After that, then you have to look into what are the infrastructure you have, what are the track work, are they standard gauge, or are they other type of the gauge, or are they slab track, or are they ballast track? And so you have to consider the effect of the train running all this work. You have to consider your power supply system, and you have to consider your tunnel cross section. So you want to design your train with the slim shape so that the aerodynamic created inside the tunnel will not be too much to block the train. Okay, so these are some of the considerations. You would also consider your platform length and height, and so that you know how high the entrance of the car should be. So these are some of the considerations in your design of the or when you want to specify a train for your system.